Good Monday morning, everybody. Chris Allen here on the Sam channel, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and X. All sponsored by Ace Hardware Marketplace. Ace is the place. All right, it is the 13th of January, 7:17, as you see back behind me, the time that I'm doing this particular podcast. There's a few clouds that are trying to stream through this morning, but otherwise, we've got a pretty nice morning out there. We'll check temperatures here in just a moment. Let's look outside. There's your proof of some of the clouds this morning from the Plano Cam here in Plano, Kentucky, just outside of Bowling Green. Now, some of these clouds will just kind of slip through today, pretty much unnoticed. It's going to be a mainly sunny day, but we've got a cold start this morning. Some of the temperatures in the 20s, some are in the 30s. Let's check on that with the Mesonet sites this morning, and I'll get up close with some of these so you can see. Lots of 30s, upper 20s. There's a few low 20s, like up toward the Corvette plant. It's only 22.8 degrees, or rounded up to 23. Then it's 24 down in Burkesville near the Cumberland River. Everybody else is in the mid to upper 20s and even some 30s showing up. Winds, they're pretty light so far. Mostly out of the north and west. It's a 3, 4, 5, 6 miles per hour. Looks like it's a little breezy over in the western part of the state. Let me double check that. Yeah, the winds are picking up. Okay, so looks like there's a little boundary passing through this morning, and the winds may start to pick up a little from the northwest at occasionally 10 to 15 this morning, but mainly this morning. I don't think it's going to be all day. And we're not going to be quite as warm as we were yesterday when we got up to 46. 46 was our high temperature. That is exactly where we're supposed to be for this time of the year. For, a high temperature for the 12th of January and the 13th. But today we're only going to make it up in the 30s and maybe just low 30s at that. I just don't see us getting too much warmer than that. All right, let's check the radar and satellite. Nothing going on here except for that little system that's passing through at the moment. And there you see some of the clouds that are associated with that little system. It's just a weak boundary that's going to produce some of the clouds that we're seeing this morning, but nothing else. All this back here is clear sky, and you see the mainly clear sky or Bowling Green with some of those patchy clouds that I showed you on the Plano Cam. I think today overall is going to be mostly sunny. I don't see us seeing anything any differently today. So let's go to the maps, and I'll show you what's going on there. There's our little system, our little front that's coming through this morning. And it's going to continue to pass through with very little fanfare. I just don't think it's a stout enough system to really do anything. So it's just going to reinforce some colder air. That's all it's going to do. Like I said, today will be much colder than it was yesterday. Yesterday actually felt warm compared to what we've had lately. I mean, you didn't have to dress in a big overcoat unless you just wanted to. I didn't. It was almost 50, and a few places did reach 50. Today, we're only going to be in the low 30s. And tonight, with that reinforced cold air and high pressure overhead and a clear sky, I mean, it's going to drop down to like 14, 15, 16 maybe tonight. Yeah, tonight it is going to get that cold. Then we get into your Tuesday. Here comes a little clipper system with, it's going to try to throw in a little bit warmer air, but it has this little band of snow with it that may affect some of our northern counties as we wake up tomorrow morning and then on into tomorrow afternoon and evening. It wouldn't surprise me to see a flyby flurry tomorrow with this system. Overall, it's pretty moisture starved, so I don't look for much of anything from this, but do not be surprised if you see a few flurries flying around tomorrow morning till about early afternoon. It's going to get up to 35, but then we're going to fall right back down to about 12 tomorrow night. Again, polar air settles in with high pressure by early Wednesday morning. Some of you could actually get as cold as the single digits, especially up north around the Ohio River. Yeah, but there is warmer air on the way, not so much on Wednesday, but as we get into Thursday, there's a warm front. We go back into the 40s and then close to 50 on Friday. But look, here comes, boy, it's a, it's a good thing the warmer air starts to kick in by Friday, because here comes, like the last system, abundant moisture. Look at all this. And all of this is rain. But it's going to be kind of a chilly rain for some. But as it goes further north, it will eventually be cold enough to turn somebody's rain into snow. So this system that the social media types are going ape over, here comes another big winter storm. Wait a minute. Let me get on camera to say this. Here comes another big winter storm. Yeah, that's when all you got to do is peruse social media, and they're all talking about this storm coming in this weekend. It is going to be rain for us, but they're not talking about that. They're not talking about that. So anyway, here we go. Let me go back off camera because you don't need. Anyway, you want to see the map, not me. So there we go. That's Friday. And this will last into Friday night and into Saturday. Notice it's all rain for Kentucky. Based on everything we see, it's going to take the path that is going to rain. Now, on the back side of this system, once we get into Saturday night, it may get cold enough. If there's enough moisture left over, you can see to the northwest of us, there could be a little mix and maybe some flurries on the backside, but this does not look like a winter storm for Kentucky. At least right now, it does not look like we're going to see a winter storm out of this one. So there you go. Now, yeah, this thing still has time to change, but it looks doubtful at this point. Okay, here's a look at the model blender. 30s, 33 or so today. Yeah. 14 to 16 tonight. And then going to maybe 38, 35 to 38, but then we drop to 12 to 14 tomorrow night. And that's when some locations north of Bowling Green could drop into the single digits by Wednesday morning. Wednesday will struggle to get to 30. They've got 31. I've got 29. Then back down to 19 or 20. for Thursday morning. Here comes the warmer air, 42 to 44, we'll say. Then we go 51, maybe 50, 51 for Saturday with the rain. Notice it's all rain. Now they've got 44 to 28. This would say that we would stay in the 20s, upper 20s for Thursday night into Friday morning. It may be a little bit, but this is not when the moisture is going to come in. It's going to come in Friday during the day. But look, we stay well above freezing Friday night, 51 to 41. So everything would stay liquid. A chilly rain, no doubt. Excuse me, but at least it's going to stay above freezing. Then we get to maybe 48 to 50. Then the temperatures fall. And this is when you could see a mix or a changeover from Saturday into Saturday night as we get below freezing. After that, another cold spell settles in for much of next week with highs only in the 20s and 30s. Lows will be back into the teens. So now next week, we could be looking at something that maybe could be, something wintry. But the storm that everybody's talking about on social media coming in for this weekend, it's going to be all rain for us. And us is southern Kentucky, northern middle Tennessee, and really much of Kentucky. I don't think we'll see anything in the form of snow. There could be that little brief period on the backside of the system that could bring maybe a few snowflakes or flurries, but I don't see anything beyond that being an issue. So there you go. So I see that some of you are discussing over here, like for instance, let me show you this from Danny Goins. Good morning from Cleveland. Okay. And then somebody says, let's see, Chad, how do you pronounce that? And then some are saying, well, Danny said, like it's spelled. And so Chad is like, how do you say that? Shalibo? I've never been good with French words. You guys are killing me. Chad, it's pronounced Clebiot. I know that's not what it looks like. It looks like Chally Beat, but it's Clebiot. Say it like that. Clebiot. It has it can have two, but it has three syllables. Clebiot. It's right up there, 101, as you get off 31W north of Bowling Green. You go up 101, and the first town you come to is Clebiot on your way to Brownsville. 101 then turns into 259, and you go through Brownsville. But anyway, Clebiot. But it was a nice try, Shalibo. I love you guys. All right. There's your weather. I'm still on the radio this morning. Sam 100.7 if you want to listen. And then, of course, I'll be on tonight, 5, 6, and 10. News 40, WNKY, because local matters. And you matter. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.